Yo, what's good, y'all? In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to create some really stylized and engaging Instagram content that people wanna engage with even outside of Instagram. So you're gonna get the likes, you're gonna get the cool Instagram posts, and also the cool story posts. So you can follow along with everything that I'm doing today using Canva. Canva is completely free, so don't feel the need to spend any money today. And if any of the templates that I have chosen that you might want to choose are on the pro side of Canva, it's going to be a link down in the description for you guys to get 45 days of Canva for completely free. All right, now I'm going to talk about Canva a little bit later in the video, but all you need to know is that I'm going to show you how to create these templates right here on the screen. Now, for the sake of your time, I've already gone through and chosen story templates and Instagram post templates that I enjoy. Had I not done that, it would have taken me forever because it's thousands of design templates on Canva. And I've also already got my assets together as well. So I like to go through my music videos, pull the best frames that I like, cut down a 30-second piece from it just so I can put that into the preview template to send to the artist. So go through, do all those things, find some templates that you like. Then you can follow along. We're gonna create some dope stuff, man. So let's dive straight into it. I'm also gonna be doing this on my phone today. I would rather do this on a computer, but I just wanna show how powerful this tool is. Even if you're on the go, you can create this sort of stuff right from the palm of your hand. Especially for Instagram, it's gonna be convenient because you wanna create stuff on your phone. You don't wanna go to the crib and do all that and then send it to your phone. Nah, you can just do it right here. All right, so the first template I'm gonna make is the music video design template. I've got a cool template right here already that I like. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and delete the things that I don't need out of this template. And this is good, this is a good starting point for us. So the first thing I wanna do is I wanna bring in my video for my preview. So if I press this little plus down here, I'm gonna go down to my uploads down here at the bottom, and this is where I've already uploaded all my assets to my video clip, my frame templates, that sort of stuff like that. So I go to videos, I'm just gonna click on the video that I do wanna import in. And if I click on this, I can drag this, and if I hover over top of this square right here, it's just gonna drop it in to that little preview window. So it replaces that image. So even though this is an image template, the fact that I dropped the video on there is just gonna replace that out and turn it into a video template, which I really like. So if you find a photo template that you like on Canva, it can be a video template as well. It's really just that simple. So from here, I just wanna adjust the size of this square. If I click on the square right here, or the rectangle, and I wanna adjust it, I can just pull from the sides right here. So I wanna go through and I wanna replace out the text. I have a font that I use for everything. It's called Babe is New. So once I type this in, I'm gonna choose the font that I use for everything. So the title of this song is called Whole Mood. I'm just gonna space this down a little bit like that, hit done. And then from there, I can go down to the bottom and choose the font that I like, which is Babus. There we go right there. That's my font I use for everything. You wanna use my font that I use for everything. There it is, you know, that's the one, I'm telling you, that's the one. All right, so I'm just gonna scale this up. I wanna make the title a bit bigger, and I'm just gonna make sure it's centered with the template, and we good to go. Now, next thing I wanna do is I wanna duplicate this just so we can bring in and create the artist name as well. So I'm gonna undo that, and all you gotta do is click on it, and then down at the bottom, it's gonna be a duplicate button, hit that, and then now you got two texts right there. So I'm just gonna swap that out with the artist name, and I think that that looks straight. So the next thing I wanna do is I wanna replace this bottom text with the directed by YCImaging. Click on that, let's just bring in directed by YCImaging. Bada boom, bada bing. Space it out a little bit, you know? So once I make that bigger, I'm gonna click in here and do some font adjustments. I'm gonna click on the spacing icon right here, and I wanna do letter spacing. So I wanna space this way out. And then from here, I'm just gonna make it way smaller. When it comes to your directed by, I personally don't like to overpower the artist's name. So I just like to space it out, make it cool, legible, easy to read, but not like super huge, right? So that looks good right there to me. I like this little tear down here at the bottom. I really enjoy this tear. So I just wanna make this tear bigger, like huge, you feel me? So I'm gonna make that tear bigger, and I'm just gonna rotate it a little bit just so it looks stylized, you know? Now I'm gonna adjust the color of my font now, because obviously we can't even read it anymore. So I'm gonna click on the color down here at the bottom, and I'm gonna choose this color right here, this gray color. That gray color looks good. We can still read that right there. I like that. Now it's time to adjust these assets. So I like this little X asset right here, but I want to put it behind the video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag it down like right there. So let's make it a tad bit bigger. And I want this to be behind the video. I don't want it to be over top of the video. So if I hold down on this asset right here, I can press send backward. And that's just gonna send it backwards behind the video. So we always wanna have the video on top to have that be the legible thing. Another asset I wanna adjust is this little like triangle thing over here, this little arrow. I like this a lot, so I'm gonna duplicate this. So if I just click on that, I can press duplicate down here at the bottom. And I wanna bring in 2 of those. I think that looks dope. And I mean, technically this template is already done. I can make this a tad bit bigger, you know, but one other thing I wanna do is I wanna bring in one of my frames and just place that in the background so that gray background right there isn't just gray. You know, we wanna stylize that a little bit more as well. So if I press this little plus icon down here at the bottom left, I'm on my uploads tab down here at the bottom. I'm gonna go to images and I'm just gonna pull one of my stills from the music video that I like a lot, which is that one. And I'm just gonna size this up. I want this to be like way bigger. So just make it super big like that. And I'm just gonna hold down on this and I'm gonna send it backwards. And we're just gonna keep sending it backwards until it's behind all of the assets. So boom, it's already in the background. Now the next thing we wanna do is we wanna tone it down. So we don't want it to be as prominent. We want it to be subtle in the background. So I'm gonna go down here with this photo clicked. I'm gonna go to adjustments and I'm gonna take out all the saturation. I just want it to be black and white. And then from there, another thing we can do is we can bring the transparency down. So I'm gonna bring the transparency down just so it's subtle in the background. I want it to be like super subtle, you know, like I don't want it to be super prominent back there. From here, I'm just gonna adjust the color of these assets. I feel like the orange is a little bit too poppy. So I'm gonna click on it and then I'm gonna click on the color of it. And one thing I really like about Canva is that it's gonna give me colors based on all of the photos that are within the template at the current moment. So based on these colors that were in the original frame that I like, that I just dragged and put into the background, it's gonna give me different color adjustments. I mean, color choices from that photo. So I'm just gonna choose this really light cream color and I'm gonna do the exact same for this. And I'm gonna change one of these to the cream color as well. And then it's lit, you know, like this is a fire template right here. So, I mean, technically that could be done, but we wanna take it to another level. So another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start clicking on these things and I'm just gonna start animating them in. So I'm gonna click on the video, go down here to the bottom, and I'm gonna click on this animate tab. And there's so many different animations that we can do for just this specific thing. One of the ones that I really like to do a lot is I think the neon one tends to look cool. It's just gonna flash it in. The scrapbook also tends to look cool as well. I like the scrapbook one. I think I'm gonna go for the scrapbook one for this asset right here. For this bottom tier at the bottom, I'm going to some popping on that. Nah, let's do like the neon on that. I wanna do the neon on that. And then for the text up here at the top, I also want to do the neon for this as well. I love it when the text does that little neon flash like that. And I'm actually gonna change that to neon too, man. So if we play that through, we can get a preview of what our template would look like. And I think it looks fire, man. I think it looks really dope. I like it a lot. So that's how you go through. That's how you create your music video templates. And then from there, you just press the share thing up here at the top. And then you can just download that straight to your phone, upload it to Instagram, send it to your client, whatever you want to do. For this next template, I'm going to show you guys how to put together a really cool Instagram story look. I'm going to actually just replace this text. So I'm just going to put BTS here, behind the scenes, and I want to scale this up, boom. And then I'm also going to replace this text right here, and I'm going to do behind the scenes. You see how that overlapped? I don't want that. I want it to just be straight. So I'm gonna grab this little icon over here at the right. If we stretch it out, it'll go flat again. So from there, I'm gonna bring this text smaller. I want this to be smaller than the main text, the BTS text. I'm gonna go ahead and center that, make sure everything's centered, and I'm going to delete out this bottom text. I don't need that. And then from here, it's just importing our photos and replacing them with the ones that are in the template. So if we click on the plus icon at the bottom, we can go to uploads, and we go to images right here. I'm just gonna start importing some of my behind the scenes photos from this recent shoot. Click that one. And then from there, if I hover over this little thing, it'll allow me to drop it in. Say I didn't like how this was framed and I wanted to bring the photo down. All I have to do is double click here, and then I have the option to bring the photo framing down a little bit. I like that right there a lot. Then I'm gonna bring in another photo from that shoot, which is this one right here. It's a really cool photo. And I'm just gonna click on it, hover over this bottom one, drop it in right there. And it's that easy. It's that easy. It's really that easy, man. Another thing we can do here is we can adjust the color of some of these assets if we wanted to. I'm gonna change the color of this globe to something that is different. Like red. I think red looks dope, you know? Just these globes over here on the right and the left to a red color. And another thing I wanna do is I wanna bring in like tape. I like how like some of the templates out there, they have like the tape on it. It just looks like it's a ripped photo with some tape on it. So I'm gonna press this plus icon down here at the bottom left, and I'm just gonna go to elements down here at the bottom, and you can search for anything. You can search for film, grain, noise. These are all things that I've searched for in the past. I'm just gonna search for tape and see what sort of tape elements they have. And you can see they have like all these really cool tape elements that you can use. So I'm gonna choose, let's choose this gold one right here. I think that this looks pretty fire. And then from here, you can undo that. I didn't mean to do that. And then from here, you could just move this around and, you know, get it to wherever you want it to be. So I am going to grab this. I want to rotate it. Rotate that joint like that. And then from here, I'm just gonna tag it on down here at the bottom. Actually, hate this. It looks kind of stupid down there at the bottom, but it's just an example of stuff that you could do. Another thing you could do is you can adjust the filter of this. So say you don't necessarily like the color or the way that this looks. I think that that's the thing that's throwing me off. I don't like it because it's this yellow color. You can adjust the tint on this, and you can also adjust the contrast and bring the brightness down. I think this needs to be darker, and I think that this also needs like all the saturation taken out of it. So I'm gonna take my hue back to 0. Take all the saturation out, and then I'm gonna up the contrast. And now this fits this photo a lot better. All right, so now this is actually looking dope. You feel me? So now if we put this right here, this actually looks kind of dope up there, which is tight. I'm gonna duplicate this and also put this down here at the bottom as well. So it's like a double whammy. Flip this joint over like that, like so. And then now it actually looks pretty dope. So this is how you can use Canva to create cool and engaging Instagram posts straight from the palm of your hand. It's thousands of templates on Canva. Canva is completely free. It's an online design platform to design anything you need. Not even just Instagram content. You can create YouTube thumbnails, YouTube banner art. You can create presentations for your next business meeting. It is so many things that you can do on Canva. It is a vital asset for anybody in any type of business space. Not even for just us creative people. If you do photography, it's tons of things on there so you can create flyers, logos. I can go on and on about Canva. Canva's awesome and it's completely free, which makes it even better. It's completely free, but you really unlock the true potential of Canva when you try out the Pro subscription. The Pro subscription gives you additional assets. It gives you additional audio tracks, additional templates, additional elements for your photos, like the cool tape and the grunge overlays and all these other things that we were using. So try it out, man. It's gonna be a link down in my description to give you 45 days of Canva Pro for completely free. Try it out. I definitely think that this is a vital asset for us creative people. Just anybody in general. If you're in a business, this can step your business up 100%. Like it's a no-brainer. So check out Canva and go and create some dope Instagram content, man. Send this stuff to your client. I'm telling you, you send a music video preview to your client like this with this neon animation on it, they definitely coming back, man. But that's the end of the video. If you have any additional questions, make sure to drop those down in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop it a like, man. But with that being said, I'm out, y'all. Peace.